What's up, Squints?
Hi.
The people are asking, where is Squints? What have you been up to lately?
Playing Fortnite.
No, because we don't like Fortnite.
Well, I do.
Well, yeah, only lately you've been playing Fortnite, the new season. But what have you been doing besides Fortnite? What started up? What have you been doing Saturday mornings and Tuesdays?
Oh, hockey.
Duh. So hockey started. We've been busy. Shop's busy. As you can see, we got a lot going on. Yeah, that's an engine. And I got more going on, but we have this going on. And I told everybody we'd have a video coming soon, so I'm doing a video. Right? So what are we doing with this thing? What do we got going on? What? What are you looking at? Oh, pretty. So this...
Where'd you get that leaf blower?
Shh, it's not mine. I gotta fix it for somebody. So this is a 5.3 LM7 out of a Silverado that we freshened up with a little bit better camshaft. It is a power adder type cam. And what power adders are we adding, little buddy?
Twin hair dryers.
Twin hair dryers. Oh my gosh. So everything's a little messy over here, but these are the headers. They are a shorty style. They are going to be forward facing. We're not sure which direction we're going to go. Over here, we have our hair dryers hanging out. These are, let's see if we can tell you what they are. They're Borg Warners, that's all. So these I acquired a long time ago. Actually, here, take this, Squints.
Oh,
that's the cross member. Yep, that's the cross member. So these are Borg Warner, I think that's the part number, 055BS's. I think. These are a nice little setup. If I knew the size of them, I'd be lying because I gotta look it back up again. But they're a decent little setup. I think they can handle about 800 horsepower each, technically. We're not going to be making crazy horsepower with this setup. So this is going to be, and as you can see, it's got air conditioning. So the AC is staying. We got to clean up some of these wires real quick. We got to throw the motor mounts back in it. I got to pull this power steering pump off. I'm pulling all the original fuel lines out of there. So it is a dual fuel tank, but we are going to remove both of them. It's going to have a single cell for fuel injection in the back underneath. But it will be air conditioning, it will be power steering, fuel injected, and it will be twin turboed. What are we using for a transmission?
The 408.
What is it? What is it?
The 408.
4L80. So we are using a Accurate Transmissions built 4L80. It's currently set up to manually shift, but that's only because of the way the wires are. We are going to have it so it's automatic shift. Everything's going to be computer controlled. We got our little high stall converter that's going to go with it.
Isn't that the one that was on your 39?
No, this transmission is a different one. So I have a whole nother transmission that I built for the Nova, but that's a whole nother project. So this I had to go run around and grab nuts and bolts. I don't know where any of my hardware went, so it's been a while since I took all this apart. So I grabbed more bolts to bolt this on. Flex plate I had to get new flywheel bolts or flex plate bolts because I couldn't find them. So there's a lot of little things I couldn't find because this motor, so this transmission I had built over 2 years ago, so it's been sitting in storage in my garage. That motor I bought, it's been almost 2 years, and I bought it used, tore it all apart, had the heads gone through, and then it sat. So I finally decided it was time to get this together and get this truck, because it will be for sale. Say it ain't so, Squints. So yeah, it will be for sale. So next video, hopefully we'll be a little further into it. We'll show you some of the turbos mounted. What I'm hoping, engine bay is huge. I'm hoping to have one turbo here and one turbo over here. and we will see.
Or maybe have
So.
them even so you can see them through the grill.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to put them there. No, no, definitely not. Oh, look, we're watching football. We got some football on. San Fran, Tampa Bay. It is Sunday. So yeah, let's rock and roll. We're going to throw these motor mounts in. We got to go up in the air. I got to pull the original cross member out of it. It's still in there. Pull the fuel lines out. Some of this electrical has got to come out, because that's all. I'm going to replace this harness, because that harness is just, I don't even know.
Are you going to buy this harness?
Well, so this is what was in here. And as you can see, that's an electrical nut. Yeah, that's not good. So yeah, we're not using any of that. So that's all going to get changed. So I'll buy a new harness for the engine bay.
Oh my god.
And I'll modify what's needed. We're only going to need certain parts of that for the air conditioning and stuff. So the other side of the harness is fine. That's for the lights. That part's fine. I just tucked it in the corner. So got a new battery tray. I got to bolt that in.
Mazda Miata headlights.
No, we're not doing Mazda Miata headlights. No, we're crazy. What's wrong with you? This is like the best front end ever. Why would you change it? What's wrong with you? Who brought this kid? Are you sure you're mine? I don't know. I'm getting nervous. All right, let's get rolling.
Check it out. Check it
All right, so trying to wrap up this video on the GMC C1500. I got Squints with me finally. It's been a crazy couple weeks. What's that? You had to get what?
I had to get my motivation back.
He had to get his motivation back? Okay. So, what are we doing? What did we do today? So let's show him real quick and then we'll go down with it.
So, as you know, we put the engine in with the trans.
Well, they don't know. That's the whole thing. So we got, I'll show you from up top, but we got the motor and trans in, the accurate transmission 4L80, converter and everything. We got our universal cross member. Oh, I'm sorry.
So today, we got the cross member in.
Yep.
Put these bolts in with the little bushing thing. And then there were already some bolts. It was this bolt, I believe, and this bolt where there were already holes.
Yep.
And it also lined up with the cross member holes. So we just had to drill these and then these.
We had to drill a couple holes. So earlier I got the converter. The spacing on the converter was perfect.
Oh, you did?
The converter's,
You finally got that?
Yeah, it's all bolted up. Before we put the motor in, I drilled and tapped the oil pan on both sides for oil returns, and that is for the turbos. So I put those in an accessible area.
There's a hair dryer.
Oh, the hair dryers, the snails. This is actually a trans-dapped motor mount setup, which worked out really well.
Because you...
Yeah, because originally...
cut the old ones.
Originally I took the motor mount and I modified them because I didn't think it was going to fit, and then I realized that I actually made it worse. So so the motor and trans are in. I'll show you from up top what we got. We got the turbos all mocked up. So yeah, that's a transmission that I had built, oh god, it's got to be 3 years ago now.
What car was it in?
Well, it was originally going to go in the S10. Remember the S10?
Oh, the red one.
Yeah.
The Project Dave
Yeah.
one.
So I was originally going to put this
Well, we
in.
could put the Project Dave engine
the
in that S10.
We thought about it, yeah, but
Then you sold the
well, then I bought
Dave engine.
then I bought this motor, and then this motor sat. So really, I've had parts laying around for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
Even the turbos. The turbos.
Was
So I'll talk about it. Let's go down with this. I got to release the release. Hold on. Release that. Release that. This is my my free lift that I got, which works awesome. I had to replace the motor, so I had to put, this is actually a really good motor. It's the online Vever brand. It's a tool company.
Amazon.
Yep, Amazon special. Works awesome. And I just realized I forgot that floor plate cover is from my friend Joe, and I never gave him the money for it. I feel really bad right now.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, I owe money. I totally forgot. I just realized that, Joe, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'll bring you money. Totally forgot. Completely forgot. That's bad. So I don't know if you guys remember or not on this truck, but the floors on this truck are almost perfect. I mean, literally amazing. There's one little spot over there that looks probably just so from a water leak. This side, just a little bit of surface, nothing rotted through. So this truck's in great shape overall as far as the body and the frame. So, got the motor in. And we got the turbos mocked up.
No, snails.
Sorry, snails. These are Borg Warner 6674s.
What's the like?
It's the size of the compressor and the turbine. So they're two different sizes. That's why they call it 60. It's a T4 flange.
Turbine.
So I found these online. They're the adapters.
Amazon special.
Yep. No, these are eBay specials actually.
Oh, actually.
Don't laugh. These are the headers I had laying around for a while. These are
Oh, you're going to put
speed.
those on the Nova.
I think they're Speed Tech. They should work with the way we got this set up. This is already welded for wastegates. I bought a wastegate blow-off valve combination. So I
Why is
have.
that supposed to be here?
They're already here. I bought two of them.
Oh.
I bought a set. Yeah, I'll show you. So things are a little messy because I got storage cars in here for the winter. So, but yeah, I bought these. These were off. Oh, these were Amazon specials. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're crazy." Well, you know what? The it's inexpensive if you know what you're buying and you buy it right. Yeah, I could buy all name brand stuff, but it is what it is. So this is a wastegate blow-off valve special. Comes with everything you need. This truck will run off of gate pressure. I'm not going to run boost controller. I'm just going to run off gate pressure. It'll make more than enough power for what it is. It'll be a fun cruiser. It's going to have air conditioning still. I actually fitted the factory bracket. Does fit. And a factory AC compressor will fit in this area, so that's perfect. The alternator power steering bracket fits, so I can run a stock power steering pump and alternator. This is getting removed. That's the original. Why do you have your hand up?
So I got a question.
Yeah.
You pointed the AC unit thing.
So I haven't.
It's down there.
Yeah,
It's up there.
Well, no, the AC compressor is a low mount on the truck motors from the Silverados. It mounts down low.
Oh, is that the?
And then that is.
Remember the time you had to work on that truck and you had
Yes.
to punch it out
Yes.
and it wasn't very
Yes.
nice. Is that really?
Yes. So this is where the evaporator core is housed. This is your accumulator. And then you have your orifice tube is inside here. That comes off of the compressor. That's where your orifice. And then you have your condenser, which that's getting replaced. So that's getting replaced. All of this is getting replaced. I got to take this out and rebuild it, put a new, or test the blower motor and see how that works. It looks new, which is crazy. So somebody must have messed with it.
Oh, it does look new.
So that's all going to be functional. It will be AC truck, twin turboed, probably run 5 to 8 pounds of boost, which I'm perfectly fine with. With the 4L80, this thing will be awesome. It's going to have stock styled interior, stock dash. It'll all be new. Everything will function. Gauges are all going to work.
What kind of gauge are you just gonna do? Just basic?
Factory. Yeah, it's going to have the factory gauge.
Are you gonna do like a gauge like?
No, nothing. The only thing I'm going to do is a boost. Yeah, I'm going to do a pillar or something where it'll have a boost gauge.
And then like pressure.
And an air-fuel ratio gauge, which I'll either mount it on a pillar, which it might be a little too much, or I'll mount it down low so it's more subtle.
Well, there's already some gauges in.
Well, that's getting removed. We're taking
some
all that out.
there.
Yeah, they were taking all those out. Somebody else put those in there. But yeah, these stock gauges are going to stay. So you'll have your stock
Cool.
volt gauge, you'll have your stock oil and your temp. So oil pressure and your temperature gauge. That'll all be stock.
Are you gonna put a radio?
And gas gauge. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit better factory styled radio in here.
Bluetooth?
Yeah, it'll have like a nicer setup with some nicer speakers. But this will be a really nice truck to drive. And then it will be for sale. So keep your eyes open. But it's coming along. I want to see it on the ground with the motor in it now. We are doing an aftermarket intake. I'm not going to use the factory intake, so I'm trying to find a nice intake that'll work good with this setup. So I'm not sure what brand, but I've found a few so far that were for sale. So a lot of the stuff that I'm finding, like perfect example, these turbos. These are brand new turbos, but these were purchased, it's got to be 10 years ago now. And they've been sitting in the box.
Weren't they for
10 years ago? They were for Ron the Hurricane Nova. The Hurricane himself, his Nova.
Then he did the other turbos.
Yeah, he switched from these because if you look, these are not. So these are the exact same turbos, so they have the exact same, style. If you went with mirror image turbos, this one would be the mirror image of that one. So then it would actually be the other way.
Oh, so this side this like exit pipe or whatever would be on this side.
Right. It would be the mirror image of this.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Well, that's so you can make all the piping the same. So he wanted to do that with his Nova. He didn't want it to be like this, but I don't really care. This is only mocked up, by the way. This is not the way they're staying.
It doesn't even have brackets and stuff.
We may move this in. I may move it out. I don't know. Depends on
air.
Intercooler and stuff, because this will be an air-to-air, and the intercooler is probably going to go down low underneath.
I thought you would put it like right here.
No, that's where the radiator goes.
I thought this is the radiator.
That is the condenser for the air
AC
conditioning.
Condenser?
Yes. So there's not a lot of room behind the grill, so I don't want to clutter that.
No.
But there is room down underneath here between the frame rails. So we're probably going to do something down low.
Oh yeah, there actually is.
And like I said, it's
between the frame.
well, we're only going to be running gate pressure. If somebody wants to go crazy with it down the road after they buy it, then they can do whatever they want. But I'm only doing 5 to 8 pounds of boost. If it makes 10, I'll be amazed. I'm not looking to light the world on fire. This is going to be more of a fun cruiser. If it makes 500 horsepower, give or take, that'll be awesome. I mean, it'll rip. So
It would be doing burnouts and pop wheelies.
No, it will not pop wheelies.
Yes, it would. 500 horsepower. Put slicks on it.
No, it's not going to pop wheelies.
Yes, it would. If you get the line lock and stuff, you can do burnouts. And then if you get the wheelie button.
You mean the trans brake button?
Well, whatever.
This transmission does not have a trans brake.
No. So you know the button on your steering wheel of the 39?
Yes, I know.
The green
that's
button?
for no, it's a red button, and that's
red
for
button?
a trans brake.
That's for wheelies.
All right.
it is.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You always said that was a wheelie button.
I know. So, So what else? Still going to be power brakes. Going to be a stock style brakes all the way around. I'm going to replacing the harness because the engine bay harness for the stock harness was a little.
Where did this bolt come from?
Just put it up here.
It was on the front.
Yeah, just put it up here. The stock harness was a little banged up that went for the original engine setup, so I'm going to grab another harness for the engine bay. That's going to help with all the original gauges, starter, stuff like that. That'll be all that stuff. And then the engine, we're going to do a standalone harness setup that I actually just bought. And then we're going to use, because I have the stock computer, so we're going to use a stock computer setup, and we're going to use HP tuners to tune it. So it'll be a very simple setup, and it'll work really well. The 4L80 is automatic shift. It will not be any manual shifting. It'll all be shifted by computer. So this will be one of those types of trucks where you're going to hop in, fire it up, shift on the column, put it in drive, and go. So
you're keeping like the.
Yes, shift on the column.
That's on the like behind the steering wheel.
Yes. Yep, on the steering wheel. Well, on the steering column.
Also, you don't go like.
Where'd you get that shirt?
What?
Where'd you get the shirt?
Oh, Hilton Head.
I know. We went to Hilton Head. Ricky finally went on a real vacation. Did you have fun at Hilton Head?
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
I went boogie boarding.
Yep, boogie boarding, body surfing, whatever you want to call it.
Boogie boarding.
Yeah, the beaches were great.
And
that was
also,
actually
skimboarding.
Oh yeah, that was hard.
I'm very bad at it.
Yeah, me too. I almost killed myself. That hurt. I stretched myself a little too far. With a split. So yeah, so
You thought you were a kid again.
so this thing's coming along pretty good. So oh, and that's the other thing too. So the fuel tanks. So this has dual tank option, but we're gonna leave
I just realized
We're gonna-
what GMC stands for.
General Motors Corporation.
Oh.
Yeah. So these are going to stay, but they're going to be dummy. We're going to remove the tanks. It's going to end up having a rear-mounted fuel cell that is going to be already EFI. It's going to have either the Aeromotive or the Walbro pump in it. It's going to have a side fill, not a bed fill, because we're going to be putting the filler behind the taillight. So they make a kit. There's a company,
No.
LS Fab, makes a kit.
That's not right.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta do it under the
No,
license
we're not
plate.
doing it under. They don't make anything for that. So you can either do a
You
bed.
can make something.
No, I'm not making it. They do a bed fill where they make the cap inside the bed, which I don't want to do. And then they make this cool little setup that's behind the light, so the light actually swivels open, and then the filler's right there.
Oh, you just push it in or whatever.
Yeah, it's got
and
like
it
a
goes
quick release. So that's how we're gonna do that. So it'll be cool. So I have actually not seen this thing on the ground. Let me go down with it. I want to see how low it sits with the motor. Oh wow, this thing looks good.
Oh my lordy lord.
Oh wow, man, that looks good.
That's very low.
Oh, yeah, looks good. Bounce up on the front end a little bit. See if you get it to settle a little. That's good. You're good. Oh, that looks good. That's a perfect ride height. That's good, bud. Hop off. That's a good ride height. That's going to look good. That's good. And then when you pop the hood, you're going to see two snails.
Oh, and then we gotta.
And yes, I went with orange because orange is traditional Chevy. So anybody that doesn't like it, too bad. I think it's going to look good.
Womp womp.
Yep, it's going to look good. So yeah, we're moving right along.
Finish the battery.
So yeah, that's all right. I don't even know. I think I might put the battery in the
Bed.
back. Yeah, I'm going to hide it in the bed.
Oh, so you have more room.
Yeah, just because it's in a weird spot right there next to that turbo. The
Yeah.
battery tray would be right in that area, which I don't really like that. It's right there. So yeah, so I wanted to give you a little update on what's been going on. I've been extremely busy. Ricky's had hockey, so we haven't had time to do videos, but
And,
hopefully,
just to let you know,
What?
Christmas starts November 1st.
yes, he's been wearing his Santa hat every day to school now. So yeah, that's a video. That's it. So next update, hopefully, be sooner than later.
And don't forget to like and subscribe because this is
No,
all for my
no.
college.
We don't. No, I don't care about that. All right. Enjoy the video.
Goodbye.
See you later.